the head of Prahlada, what happens? He is so filled with ecstasy. See that. Satatkara sparsha dhutakhila shubhaha sapadyabhivyakta paratmadarshanaha tatpada padmam hridi nirvrito dadhau hrishyatano klinna hridashrulochanaha hrishyatano. This body is in great ecstasy. Klinna hrida. The heart is filled with devotion and ashrulochanaha. There are tears in his eyes. So Prahlada is exhibiting the symptoms of great joy, supreme ecstasy, absolute bliss, and uh, satat karasparsha dhuta akhila ashubhaha. All anything which is, Bhagwan is full of only purity. Prahlada's mind also is filled with that only. His mind is pure, he is also full of devotion for Bhagwan. But it is said here that the very touch of Bhagwan's hand, any material contamination, if it was there, maybe some past janma karmas, whatever it is, all gone. All material contamination gone. Dhuta akhila ashubha. Then sapadi abhivyakta paratma darshanaha. He starts manifesting the signs of the realization of the Supreme Self. Paratma darshanaha abhivyakta. Meaning he attained knowledge, he attained oneness with the divine from the absolute standpoint. He came to realize the truth. And in that transcendental state of bliss, what did he do? Tatpada Padmam Hridhi Nirvrito. He has imprinted Bhagavan's feet in his heart. Now the mind doesn't have to think about Bhagavan, visualize Bhagavan. Now Bhagavan's lotus feet are imprinted in his mind, in his heart. It will always be there for him to be aware of, to revel. I mean, this is limitation of language also, till the body is there. Otherwise, the mind is anyway one with the divine. And here it is said he has realized oneness with the Supreme, the absolute truth also. But this is Bhakti standpoint, that the feet are there now in his heart. Meaning he captured the lotus feet in his heart. Then he begins the stuti with a very single pointed mind, with full attention, ekagra manasa susamahitaha prema gadgadaya vacha, with his voice which is choked with full of devotion and love. Tannasyasta hridayekshanaha, and his eyes and his heart is fixed on Bhagavan, and he begins the stuti. So how does he begin? See, the way he begins is, he says that even Brahmaji and so many devatas and all of them, they have sung your glories and they have not been able to please you. And who are they? They are people who are sattvic, and they have good vocabulary, and they have praised you with excellent words, and they could not satisfy you, though they are so well qualified. Then what to talk about me? I am just a small little child, and that too I am a son of a demon. How will I be able to satisfy prayer to you? Offer a prayer that is satisfactory to you. This is his humility. And this is not false humility. This is real humility. That's what he actually feels. False humility is when somebody, from within the mind is saying, with the mouth is saying, how I am not even capable of doing, so many people have done, but how will I be able to do? They can't do it. But inside one is feeling, I only can do. All the other people waste. That is false humility. Simply show off humility outside, only through speech. But this is genuine humility that Prahladaji actually feels. That so many of them have done, and he heard all of them. And all of them have done very nice glorification of Bhagavan, try to calm him down, etc. But here it is, Prahladaji is there, he is attempting, and he doesn't do it with that ego that only my prayer is now going to quieten him. See how much importance I have. Finally, these devatas are to ask me only, na? Nothing, there is no such ego at all. He doesn't even feel left out when devatas are doing and Brahmaji is doing. He doesn't feel, Kare, Bhagavan came for me, why are you all trying to do? I should have the chance. So he doesn't feel left out, he doesn't feel anything special. Oh, finally now I have the chance and by my prayer only he will be pacified. Nothing. This is the quality of a bhakta. Na dveshti na kangshati. In the Gita, what Bhagavan says in the 12th chapter, Yo na dveshti na kangshati. Shubha Shubha Parityagi. There's no dvesha towards anybody. Why did you all do prayers first? And there's no akanksha, there's no, desire in his mind, I should do. Nothing. Oh, Brahmaji said, okay, so then he said, okay, I will do. If none of them had sung, possibly he would have sung by himself also. It's not that a bhakta doesn't want to do a duty or bhakta is very lazy, nothing like that. Na dveshti, na kangshati, meaning the mind is not having its own separate individuality. By doing something, it will feel great. And if somebody else does something, then this person will feel, insecure. None of that is there. The mind of bhakta is thinking only of Bhagavan. So this is his humility. And what does he now say? Very beautiful line he says that 12 things he lists down. So these 12 things that he lists down, very beautiful these are. Generally what happens is these 12 is what the mind is generally stuck with, and one derives one's own sense of success, achievement, self-worth from these 12. See, what are these? So in this 9th verse, these 12 are given.
Document A.R.
This, whatever we pronounce, suddenly Siri will take up something and start responding. Manye dhana bhijana rupa tapashrutau. Shrutau jaha, sorry. Teja prabhava bala paurusha buddhi yogaha. नाराधनाय हि भवन्ति परस्य पुंसो भक्त्या तुतोष भगवान Gajayuthapaya. A very nice shloka where he says these 12 things. What are they? Dhana, that is great wealth. Then Abhijana, you are born in some royal aristocratic family, dynasty. Dhana, Abhijana, Rupa, very handsome, beautiful. Tapa, one has done lot of austerities. So many, even the Hiranyakashipu and all did so much of tapas. Then Shrutaujaha. Great education. Shruta here is education, not Vedas. And uh, Shruta, Ojaha, Tejaha. You have great sensual experiences, sensory experiences, great luster, Tejaha. Prabhavaha, so much of power, influence, popularity. Bala, lot of strength. Paurusha, one is efficient, successful, putting in the hard work to achieve one's goals. Buddhi Yogaha has great intelligence and even mystical powers. 12 things he says. Manye naradhanaya hi bhavanti parasya. Naradhanaya, sorry, not naradhanaya. Na aradhanaya. To please Bhagwan, these 12 are not the main qualification. See, the same thing in different way, Bhagwan Ram himself says to Mother Shabri. In Tulsi Ramayana it comes, जाति नीति कुल धर्म बढ़ाई धन परिजन धन बल परिजन गुण चतुराई. People think these are all very important, but Bhagavan says there that bhakti hi nara so hai kaisa binu jal barid देखिए जैसा. Without bhakti, if you have any of these also, it is useless. Because I am not pleased by any of these. I am pleased by bhakti alone. Ekai bhagati, what is that? Manav ek bhagati karanata. I only believe in one relationship, and that is true love for me. That's all. We love people because of so many other things. Because of these 12. Somebody is wealthy, somebody is influential, somebody is powerful, somebody is handsome, somebody is very, educated, born in some big family. These have relative importance, there is no doubt. But this is not that which will please Bhagavan. Na aradhanaya hi bhavanti parasya pumsaha. One may have all this, it's a result of Bhagavan's kripa, some punya karma, all that. But if bhakti is not there, it is all useless. See here he says, Bhaktya tutosha Bhagavan Gajayutha Pava.
First.
So Bhagavan here he says that bhakti is that which is the most important one. Without this bhakti, one can't please Bhagavan. And Prahlada ji saying that the only thing that will really please Bhagavan is bhakti, is devotion for the Supreme. One may have any of these, but one sometimes one sees also in life that people have all of these, but they are very proud to reject Bhagavan, or they are very proud of their own achievement. Ki I did it all by myself. Which God? What God? Or they do lip service alone. They will go to some temple also and they will offer so many things and they will feel that I have done so much. Ahankar has not surrendered. So the real bhav that has to come of surrender, of humility, of sharanagati, ki Bhagavan alone is the karta, I am nobody, that does not come. Until that doesn't come, Bhagavan is not pleased. One may offer certain things to Bhagavan, no doubt, and Bhagavan may even accept it, and the bhakti moves in different stages. There is no condemnation of anybody in that sense. But when it comes to the essence, we should know what is the essence. These things, these 12 things which are written here, they have functional relevance, importance, and they will be necessary also. And if one wants to even make a difference in the society, some of these are very important. Help people, some of these are important. All that is there. But in pursuit of all these, if I don't have time for bhakti, if I don't spend my time daily in remembering the Supreme, in having bhav in the mind, ki who is this Bhagavan, who is this Creator, He blessed me with all these things. It is His seva alone that I am doing. If that bhav does not come, Bhagavan can't be pleased in the true sense. So that's what Prahlada is saying here, that the example he has given here is Gajayutha Paya. Is Gajendra, he called out to Bhagavan sincerely. He had all, he was very powerful, he was the king of all the, the elephants there in the Trikuta mountain, in that 8th canto now ahead. When we come, it will come there. So he has aristocratic family, he is powerful, he has relatives, he has, position, influence, everything he has. And he tried his best to get his feet out of that alligator's mouth. Couldn't do. Then finally, sincerely, he lifted one lotus and he called out to Bhagavan. Symbolically, what? Each of us are like Gajendra only. And that alligator is holding us closer and closer to the death we are going every day. There is no doubt in that. If somebody thinks, oh, that alligator, that is just a story, array, that is Gajendra, is you and me. And that alligator is that Mrityu. Every day one is going closer and closer there. There Gajendra tried his best and then he surrendered to Bhagavan. Human being also does that only. But the strange thing is, even after getting nice whacks from life, sometimes we don't surrender. And sometimes when everything is going good, instead of feeling grateful and genuinely thanking Bhagavan, our ego goes on the 7th heaven. See, look at Hiranyakashipu. He never surrendered to Bhagavan. And he is rejecting Bhagavan, he is thinking he is only the most powerful. So our ego thinks like that. Here he says that Gajendra's example he gives here, that this Gajendra's simple one cry of help and he genuinely surrendered to Bhagavan and Bhagavan came immediately. Sometimes it is said that Bhagavan was so eager to come the moment he heard Gajendra's cry that Garuda was going to take some time to get ready. Bhagavan just ran. And imagine if Bhagavan is running there towards his devotee and the Garuda is catching up like that. Okay, Bhagavan, now I'm coming. And then Bhagavan sat on him and then they came. Meaning Bhagavan is so eager to come to the devotee. The devotee only is not calling. So here that's the example he has given. And now what does he say? He goes on to explain further that if a Brahmana has these 12 but doesn't have bhakti, that person may be a Brahmana, born in a Brahmana family. So based on the karma of the past, he is born in Brahmana family. He is supposed to be of the noblest birth and may have all the 12 also. All this tapasya and yogic powers and intelligence, diligence, influence, handsomeness, everything he has, all the 12. Still doesn't have bhakti for Bhagavan. In fact, he is averse to Bhagavan. Viprad Dvishad Guna Yutadara Vindanabha Vindanabha Padara Vinda Vimukhat Shvapacham Varishtham. A Shvapacha is greater, means a Chandala who is supposed to be the lowest of human beings, who is a dog eater in the sense that he doesn't have even that much sensitivity. That dog is such a faithful animal, but this Chandala kills even that faithful dog and eats. Not because there is some, dire emergency. That is his nature. So gross in thinking, so selfish. He says that Chandala who has bhakti is better than a Brahmana who has no bhakti. In fact, not only who has no bhakti, who has gone away from Bhagwan and has even rejected Bhagwan. See that. Dvishad Arvinda Nabha Padara Vinda Vimukha. See that. One who is Vimukha, who has gone away. There are some of the Brahmanas who will be like that, who will not do any Sandhya Vandan, no puja, no japa, nothing, who will even reject Bhagwan. Some of the people born in Brahmana Kula also today are like that, some of them. Who will even tell the priest who is doing the Yajnapovit Samskar for them, saying, I am not believing in any of this. My father wants me to do, so I am doing. I am not even going to do any Sandhya Vandan. It is only for formality I am doing it. And they don't have any Shraddha in Bhagwan, any Bhakti towards Bhagwan, nothing. But is born in Brahmana family because of some Purva Janma karma. Prahlada says here that person is lesser, may be born in the highest Varna, no doubt. Still, this Chandala who has devotion for Bhagwan, who may not have even all these 12, Brahmana is having all these 12, still that Chandala is greater, Varishtham. Manye, he says, this is what I believe, this is my opinion. Tadarpita manovachane hitartha pranam punati sakulam natu bhuri manaha. And such a devotee who is like this Chandala, who may not have those 12, may not be handsome, may not be having power, may not be having influence, all that, but still has bhakti for Bhagavan. Then he says that that person is superior, that person will purify his family also, and not a Brahmana who may have all the 12. See that. Natu bhuri manaha. Which means what? Bhakti is so important and Bhagavan is pleased with that bhakti only, not with anything else. Then he goes on further to explain. See, somebody may say that what kind of a Bhagavan is this who wants his glorification to happen? Because if somebody is pleased, devoted to me, then I am pleased with him. Maybe the egoistic Bhagavan. Because people think like that. When in the Gita, Bhagavan says, Yat karochi yadashnasi yat juhoshi radasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. Whatever you are doing, whatever you are eating, whatever you are offering in fire, means in yajna, whatever you are doing as dana, whatever austerities you are doing, Bhagavan says, offer it all unto me. Sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam raja. Surrender unto me alone. Now somebody says, oh, this Bhagavan is very egoistic. He wants his own glorification. It is not like that. Bhagavan is saying surrender so that we realize our oneness with him, because the distance between him and us is only our own ego, that's all. If that ego we drop, we realize our oneness with Bhagavan. And so long as we are living in the ego, as the ego, we are limited, bound, insecure, we keep going from one bondage to other, that's all. Where is that freedom? So when Bhagavan says surrender the ego, it is for us to become free. So here Prahlad ji counters that thought process if somebody has, saying that whatever you offer to Bhagavan is not for Bhagavan. He is a tripta. He is always tripta. What we are offering is for our benefit. Naivatmana prabhurayam nijalabha purno manam janad vidushak karuno virinite yad yad jano bhagavate vidadhita manam tachatmane pratimukhasya yatha mukhashrihi. He says that Bhagavan Prabhu ayam nijalabha purno. Prabhu is by himself full. He is always satisfied. He doesn't need anything. Then what are you offering? Anything that we offer, we are in ignorance, we are offering to Bhagavan. He takes whatever we offer, Bhagavan accepts it for us, for our benefit. We will be purified with that. And the example that he gives is that, the Pratimukhasya yatha mukhashrihi. The example that is given is that the face which is beautiful produces a beautiful reflection. Now, the mirror has nothing to do with it. Who is going to be happy when the reflection is seen? Mirror is, going to feel what? Oh, Miss Universe is standing in front of me. Wow, wow, wow. I am so great. The mirror has nothing to do with it. This Miss Universe is standing and seeing her own face and she will feel delighted. Oh, I am Miss Universe and all that. Devotee offers anything to Bhagavan not because Bhagavan needs anything, but out of love and out of devotee's heart, one is surrendering and one gives up one's limitation, one's ahankara, one becomes humble. That will fill the devotee's mind only with great joy. Where Bhagavan doesn't need anything. He is paripurna. He is full by himself. And so, tasmadaham vigata viklava ishwarasya sarvatmana mahi grinami yatha manisham. नीचो जया गुण विसर्ग मनु प्रविष्टः पूयेत येन हि पुमान अनुवर्णितेन. So he says here that hence, having explained all this, he says that vigata viklava ishwarasya. I give up the thought of me being unfit because Bhagavan's compassion is so much. Whatever little we offer, Bhagavan multiplies that and gives it back to us. And he is paripurna. So he doesn't see flaws. When we are not paripurna, we feel flaws in ourselves and we find faults with others. In fact, one theory also says that the flaws that we see in others are actually a reflection of our own flaws, which we have in us. So if I am fault finding somebody, somewhere that fault is there in me possibly. That is one theory. Otherwise, I won't see that fault. We are talking about psychological flaws, okay? We are not talking about functional things. If somebody came late, that's a functional thing. I make a big issue out of it. Somewhere I am feeling incomplete. That's why I am feeling that. Otherwise, it's a functional thing and one can deal with it appropriately, tell that person, be assertive, all that one can do. But one won't take it personally. I am insulted because the person came late. This person doesn't value my time. That is because I have a flaw in me. I am not secure enough. And maybe at some point in time, I am also late. so that irritates. So it can be many things. So here the point is Bhagavan is Paripurna, so he doesn't see. He accepts the devotee's offering, takes the love behind it, blesses the devotee, all that. So he says that I give up this thought of being unfit and I pray to the Supreme Lord, Sarvatmana Mahigranami, in full surrender and with whatever knowledge and intelligence I have, Yatha Manisham, with whatever capabilities of thinking I have, Manisham, I sing your glories. And anybody who has been forced by ignorance to enter the material world, may they be purified by this kind of a, by the singing of this stuti. So the result is said before itself. Puyeta ye nahi puman anu varnitena. If a person offers prayers to Bhagavan and hears his glories, may this person who is in this samsara, who is afflicted by ignorance and all its effects, may that person be purified. So now he has prayed and he says that Bhagavan, you please give up this fearful form. People are very scared of this form of yours. And before he starts the prayer, his first part of the prayer is this: please give up this fearful form. Um, these devatas who did your prayers, they all are established in sattva guna and they did it with good intention only. And so please you give up this fearful form and your pleasing incarnation that you have taken, they are your leela, atma sukhaya, ruchira avatar they are called. They are all the pleasant avatars. All the, the earlier ones, suppose Kurma avatar, not even earlier one like that we should say, because different avatars have happened at different times. The Dashavatar sequence we have put it together. Bhagavad doesn't say that this avatar came after this came this avatar. It is not like that. Different times, different avatars as per the need Bhagavan has manifested. Some people have created it as a Dasha avatar and then in a sequence we are putting, and after this came this, after this came this, all that we have done. That is one way for us to remember Bhagavan. So many avatars Bhagavan has taken. The second canto came, more than 24 already are there. So the point is what? He says that all these Ruchir avatars of yours which are there, that people have, see this 13th one where he says, na Kshemaya Bhutaya Utam Utatma Sukhaya Chasya Vikriditam Bhagavato Ruchiravataraihi. This pleasing avatar you have taken for your own joy also, for the benefit of people also, for the protection, for the prosperity of the universe. You have taken so many nice, pleasing avatars like that, but this avatar, which is Narasimha avatar, is very terrifying avatar. Tadyacha manyum asurascha hatastva tadyacha manyum asurascha hatasva yadyamodeta sadhurapi vrishchika sarpahatya. So you have taken this terrible form to kill this asura who is Hiranyakashipu, and you please calm down this anger because now he has been killed. Sarpa, example given here is even a saintly person, suppose they kill a snake or a scorpion, they will kill it for a safety, for self defense or for protection of somebody. They won't have a personal grudge against that snake or that scorpion. So even saintly people do that, okay, where they may kill, but they won't have further anger about it. And so you have killed this Hiranyakashipu, and it is for the sake of the world. All the worlds have been now saved, protected. They are very happy, and they have achieved great satisfaction. And they will remember your form as a Narsimha to be free, because it brought them great freedom. And so to be fearless, they will remember this form of Bhagavan as Narsimha. And so he says, I take your refuge. Naham bibhemi ajitate atibhaya bhayanakasya. You are in this most fearful, terrible form, but still I am not afraid of you. And the form has been described here. Ferocious mouth, bright sun-like eyes, tongue which is red, frowning eyebrows, sharp and pinching teeth. And what is Bhagavan holding in his hands? That, the garland he is wearing. He had actually killed Hiranyakashipu and took out his intestines, and he was wearing that garland of intestines. So garland of intestines, bloody mane, and high wedge-like ears, and Bhagavan is roaring. He says, I do not fear this form, nor do I fear the tumultuous roaring, which makes elephants flee, or your nails that pierce the enemy. This, even if you read this form, is such a Ugra Rupa and terrifying form this is. But yet this small little boy, he says, I am not scared of this. And the thing he is really scared of is what? Is the samsara. He says, O Lord, you are kind to the fallen souls. I am afraid of the intolerable and ferocious cycle of birth and death. That I am scared of. I am not scared of this terrible form. This form can create terror in the mind of anybody. But the boy says, I am not scared of that. But what am I scared of? This cycle of birth and death, he says, I am scared of. And samsara chakra kadanat grasatam pranitaha. And I am thrown into this association of demons. So one is to be in the samsara. In that samsara, be in dusanga. And he says, plus whatever my past karma is there, that I am very scared of. Samsara, then this company of demons and the past deeds of mine that may bind me. He says, I am scared of all this. He says, when will you call me to the shelter of your lotus feet, which is the ultimate goal of liberation? Baddhasva karmabhir ushattamate angri moolam pritopavarga sharanam havayase kadanu. When will you call me? Though he is at the feet, he himself has surrendered. But see, this is what the devotee feels, that this samsara, this is the vairagya of the devotee also, that this samsara is dukkha moolam, and in this I have fallen because of my past karma, and even in that I have fallen into this. See, here it is also, we should remember the backstory. Sanat Kumar is born as Prahlad ji. Sanat Kumar is such great devotee of Bhagavan, and their minds are living in full vairagya all the time. They are 5 years old only. Manasa Putras of Brahmaji, and they did not want to take the Srishti ahead, because Brahmaji told them after creating them, you have to procreate and take this Srishti. They said, we are not interested in the samsara. They renounced. Such great Sanat Kumars, in that Sanat Kumar is born here. Four Sanat Kumars, in that Sanak, Sanandan, Sanatan and Sanat Kumar. That Sanat Kumar is here in the form of Prahladji, and then next incarnation will come as Vibhishan. So the point is, they don't even have such terrible, negative karmas like us. Still he is saying, ki, I am scared not of the ferocious form, but I am scared of the samsara and then bad company, and in that my past karmas which can make me react. He says, I am scared of this, so when will you call me to surrender at your feet? Meaning we have to be careful of all these. We are so happily living in samsara. Any dussanga also doesn't matter. And past karma, hoga kuch to. Such inalertness one lives. Here Prahladji is saying all that to Bhagavan. Now Bhagavan says, what will you do surrendering to my lotus feet? You have kingdom, three worlds, your father had conquered. You rule over the three worlds. Enjoy this kingdom, pleasure, power, influence, so many things. Why do you want to surrender to me? See, beautifully he says, Yasmat Priya Priya Viyoga Samyoga Janma Shokagnina Sakala Yonishu Dashyamanaha. One has to feel this actually. He says, in this samsara, what is there? Priya and apriya. Pleasing and, displeasing things are here. Viyoga and samyoga. There is parting and meeting. And in this, what will happen? Shokagnina Sakala Yonishu. So many forms one keeps taking. One may say that, oh, in this particular form is a problem. Any janma you take, any yoni you take, there is sorrow only in that yoni. So he says, Sakala yonishu dahyamanaha. I am burnt in this samsara by all this, pairs of opposites. They toss a person up and down. Heat and cold, pleasure and pain, success and failure, meeting and parting, birth and death, praise and insult. It goes on. Where is the end? In that fire, one is burning as though. And then one drops the body, then one is attached to that body, then there is a sorrow of that. So one goes on. What is the remedy for this? Dukkhaushadham tadapi dukkham atad dhiyaham. And in this, the remedies that are given in the world, they are more miserable than the disease itself. Imagine that. Suppose one is suffering from a disease. That disease is already painful. In that, the treatment is more painful than the disease. So in the world, the solutions that are available, maybe go to some spa or do some travel or get some enjoyment and become unconscious and all that. He says those are more worse than the disease itself. So Bhuman Brahmami Vadame Tava Dasya Yogam. The only one solution is I will surrender unto you and be your servant. That is the only proper solution. Please give me instructions in this. Brahma Bhuman Brahmami Vadame. I am going round and round in this samsara. You please give me instruction so that I will stop, surrender, and serve you as a servant. Because that surrender alone is the way to get out of this cycle. There is no other way. So for today, we will stop here. Some more stuti, Prahlada stuti is remaining. Quite a bit is remaining actually, very long. That we will take up in our next class. Any questions for today? Hmm. Yes.
Hariom Swamiji, where you said that the mirror, when a Miss Universe reflects to the mirror, it doesn't make a difference. So, in the same way, we are so devoted to God, it would mean that our own life would be full of joy and bliss, and we won't have fear in our heart. Would that be a correct analogy? Because God is fulfilled. Like to the mirror, it makes no difference.
Correct. That example of the mirror has a limitation because the mirror is Jadavastu there. And here the point is that the offering is made. It was in the context of the offering that when the offering is made, it is not that Bhagavan wants that offering and he is egoistic. He is Paripurna. Like that mirror is complete by itself. We are seeing reflection so that we feel happy. Same way the devotee is making the offering to Bhagavan so that the devotee feels the bhakti and the surrender of the ego and grace of Bhagavan, and that will help the devotee. Bhagavan ko, whether you offer or don't offer, it doesn't make him greater or lesser. That is the context we should remember.
Correct. So it's for our own, for us to
For
do
our
it,
evolution.
for us to feel better and all. And Swamiji, the Sanat Kumars, like you said, why were they born again as Prahlad in spite of doing nothing, in spite of just going away, like you said?
See, because you remember the story where they cursed Jay and Vijay, no? Because Jay and Vijay were acting out of little ego. They did not allow Sanat Kumars to go inside. And so they cursed the Sanat Kumars that you have acted like a Rakshas, so for 3 janmas you will be born as Rakshas. And then Bhagavan comes out hearing the commotion, and Bhagavan says, no, no, I take responsibility. They are my devotee, my servants, and the responsibility belongs to the master. So if they are going to go down 3 times, I will go down 4 times. So then the Sanat Kumar, they feel that Bhagavan is going down because of anger that I had and the curse that I gave. So he says, okay, I will also go down twice. So that is a karmic consequence, the Leela behind. But my point is, it was not a personal anger. It was anger for their good only, for the Jay and Vijay to drop their ego. And even in that context, when they have come down to the earth, Prahlad is remembering my past, but what is his past? His past is he is a glorious Sanat Kumar. But our past is not like that. When he is such a glorious past also can say, I am scared of this samsara and dussanga and my own past, how I will react, I don't know. We have to live more alert. That's the context.
Okay, just be alert.
Yeah.
But from what you are saying, they also chose to come down when Bhagwan was coming to say that I'll also come then. So
Correct.
so from the 5, each of them came twice. There were 5 Sanat.
No, only one of them. Sanat
Okay.
Kumars are 5 years old. They are not 5, they are 4.
Okay.
Sanak, Sanandan, Sanatan, and Sanat Kumar.
Okay.
In that, the 4th one came.
Okay. And okay. So
Right.
he'll only come again whenever. Okay.
He only comes as Vibhishan. Only 2 incarnations he comes.
Okay. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you.
Hariom Swamiji, when you said that na dveshti na kangshati in chapter 12, even in chapter 5, it comes as, but is that because of, with respect to karma yogi becoming karma sannyasi, and in the 12th, it's according to bhakti yoga?
Correct.
Okay.
Quality is the
Thank you.
same, just the description is different. That's all.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Swamiji. Hariom.
Hari Om Swamiji, Pranam.
Hariom.
Swamiji, this is just a curiosity question. Is this Daitya, Kinna, Gandharva, etc. all part of evolution to human body, or they are different human variations? Do we also have to go through them?
They are not human variations. They are different yonis. They are higher yonis than human being.
Higher than us.
Yeah, Devata, Gandharva, Yaksha, Kinnara, Siddha, Charana. These are all higher yonis. They are different lokas also. They may come, some of them come down to the earth depending on whatever requirement or anybody invokes them or even their karma, etc. in that form. But they are not human beings ka different levels.
Okay.
They have special powers than human beings. Like Devatas are very, the one day of Devata is very long.
That, yes. Like
Ah,
how Brahmaji ka also we know that.
correct. And Devatas have so much more power. Indra, Varuna, Vayu, they have so tremendous power. They are phenomenal forces also which take care of the whole universe. So human beings can't come to that as human being. Human being can do uh, punya karma to become a devata,
So
which is what they try to do now. That's what the mukti through karma means, that when you do lot of rites, ritual, attain punya, then you will go to heaven and you will enjoy heavenly pleasure becoming a devata.
then again you come back to human birth.
Correct.
Because
For
evolution, for
evolution.
the self-realization, only human birth is the one.
Correct. Some of them can realize through Devata body also, but that's very rare because most of the people become Devata only for Bhoga Yoni, for enjoyment. And which is why Bhagavan says in the Gita, Kshine Punya Martya Lokam Vishanti. When Punya is over, again one will come back to earth. But you
Yeah,
will
because
find some Puranic stories where Indra would have done tapasya and he would have got Brahma Gyan. Indra and Virochan story mein. Indra would have got, but that Indra will be very rare. One of the hundreds of Indras, one fellow would get realization like that. Majority will drop the Indra pada and come back to earth only.
okay, and then like because that is what my next the question corollary would be that Prahlad was a Daitya. So, but he got
Ah,
realization because he surrendered at the feet of the lotus feet, and then he got it. He right.
correct. One is that, and second is also we should remember Prahlad is an exception. He is not like a Jiva.
Okay. So these are all
Prahlad is,
exceptions that we will be studying here is exception. Our aim should only be focused that get the learning from these messages, come back to the main is human birth is the most important for us.
correct. Main is human birth is important, and in that surrender to Bhagavan and develop bhakti for Bhagavan. That is most crucial. Otherwise, those 12 things, may one is caught up in those 12 only.
Okay. So
So
all
that,
these people are not realized who become the Devta, the Kinnar and the Gandharva. They may be higher than humans with more special powers, but they are not realized yet.
no.
And once you realize, then it is over. This existence is over completely.
That is over, and if at all you come back by will of Bhagwan only
Huh.
to help
To help
the,
take part in
the
his Leela. Then that.
yeah, correct.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Right. So we'll do the arati.
मंगल आरती प्रिया प्रीतम की मंगल प्रीति रीति धूम की मंगल कांति हसनी दसनन की मंगल मुरली बीना धुन की मंगल आरती मंगल बनिक त्रिभंगी हरि की मंगल सेवा सब सहचर की मंगल सिर चंद्रिका मुकुट की मंगल छवि नयन में अटकी मंगल आरती पभी अंग अंग की मंगल गौर श्याम रंग की मंगल अति कटी पियरे पट की मंगल चितमणि नागर नटकी मंगल आरती मंगल शोभा कमल नयन की मंगल माधुरी मृदुल पैन की मंगल वृंदावन मद अटकी मंगल क्रीडन जमुना तट की मंगल आरती मंगल चरण अरुण तरुवन की मंगल करणी भगति हरिजन की मंगल जुगल प्रिया बावन की मंगल श्री राधा जीवन की मंगल आरती प्रिया प्रीतम की मंगल प्रीति रीति डोल की मंगल आरती मंगल आरती राधावर कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम् नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतो यमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की।
ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।